A very good morning to everyone. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the speaker of the day. We have with us Miss Vidya Pillai from Eureka Prep School. Before we get into the session, I would like to introduce you to her, you all. She is a seasoned educator with many years of experience in primary schools prior to starting her own preschool in Marathahalli, Bengaluru. She completed her Bachelor of Science in nursing from Rajiv Gandhi University, and she attained postgraduate degree in human resource management. And she also pursued bachelor's in education from Bengaluru University. She is passionate about pre-primary education, and a goal is to bring the best education to as many neighborhoods as possible in India. A very warm welcome to you, Miss Vidya. It's indeed a pleasure to have you with us.
Good morning. Thank you, ma'am.
To begin with, I would like to know from you that which year was Eureka established?
The school opened for the first time on March 9th, ma'am, in 2020.
Okay.
Actually, a week before countrywide lockdown due to the COVID.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So I would like to understand, like in Bangalore, especially, you see, there are schools mushrooming in every nook and corner, probably in every lane, I would say, especially preschools. So how do you stand, or how does your school Eureka stand to make a difference in amongst all the preschools that are there?
Yeah. So you are right. There are lots of schools, and the parents do have plenty of options to choose from for their kids, right? Most often they could baffle and confuse which school is better. Okay. So this which one is best for their child? How do I choose a good school? There's a lot of confusion will be there for each parent. So even I have two kids and I have gone through this myself. So I know how challenging this can be. Okay. So my advice to parents is to invest time to know about schools in your neighbor. Visit them personally, no matter how well you have researched and gathered data about them from the sources used such as internet, friends, etc. Meet the school staff and observe what they focus most on in their conversation. Ask them questions and learn about their curriculum. Find out if their curriculum is any different from the clerical education that we had during our formative years, right? If yes, that is not what you want for your child. The days of rote learning is over. So you find out the neighboring schools, just talk to them and what curriculum they are following, and you choose. That is my advice from my side to the parents.
Very sound advice. I'm sure they would implement it.
Okay.
So when you started, of course, it was just before COVID. It must have been a challenging time for the school because all the preschools did not open yet. So I'm assuming that you would have started it just a year back. Am I right?
Correct.
So yes. So what are the grades at the moment that you have in Eureka right now? What age groups do you have?
For my schools, according now, before actually when I started in the year of 2020, I was planning at the age group of 1.5 to 6 was my plan. So now new education policy has been implemented actually. So according to this policy, the age group for the pre-nursery, that's starting from the 2 years. This year onwards, I am following the same pattern from 2 to 6. That will be the age.
You also have a daycare facility, I assume, in your school?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. And up to what time is the daycare facility?
So daycare facility from morning 9 to evening.
Okay, I would like to understand what is the methodology that Eureka follows? Is it Montessori? Is it kindergarten, playway method? What is the methodology that your school follows?
So for my school, which follows, actually it is like integrated. I can say that my school is following integrated system. So it's like what I can say.
It's a mix of two curriculums.
Yes, actually it's a mix of two curriculum. That is Montessori method as well as the book and paper method also. Because in Indian educational system, if the child goes to grade 1 onwards, no schools, I don't think so, no school follows the proper Montessori method. So if I follow only the Montessori methods, once the child goes to other schools, the child will face a lot of problems. So I don't want my child to, suffer like that. that. So that's why I'm mixed, that it's a integrated.
Okay.
So the child will learn the abstract. They will learn everything from the Montessori method. Once they are thorough with the concept, then we will use the book and paper method. So
Okay.
all the learning will start with the using the Montessori.
Okay. And what is the teacher-student ratio that you follow in your school?
So my school, the teacher student is 1:10,
Okay.
because of as I said, it's a Montessori method. So it's a anyway every day each one will get 15 to 20 minutes one-on-one time will be getting. And my school is focusing on child-centric education. Like a child will decide how much I have to learn today. No, we can't force the children, right? So depend upon the child. Pace of learning will be different from one child to another, right? So it is like that. So 1:10, that is the ratio which
that's a good ratio that is there. I'm sure that children are able to get enough attention from the teachers when this ratio is maintained. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
So, what do you think if, parents usually have this question that, what do you think is the best way that my child can learn? Do you have any suggestion for parents where you can tell them that these are the ways, if they implement, then their child would be able to learn well?
So actually, ma'am, there are many ways to teach children, right? So I can tell you the different ways. Like one method that is traditionally a teacher can keep lecturing on and on by assuming all children have the same capacity to absorb and learn, right? We have all gone through it, right? And we know fully well how effective it is, right?
True.
So that is the one method. The other method is a better way could be to involve children more by asking them questions in between and assessing if they are able to follow what being taught. So, and that is the another way. And the another way, even better approach, is a tailored teaching according to the pace of the child, which the child, the time to discover and have a Eureka moment, right? So to speak.
Yes.
So, and once that happens, learning begins. So, and to have these aha moments will come to provide with the material and the activities to use their hands and, engage their sense organ, touch, feel, and see, and register permanently in their brain. This is our choice of curriculum, and this is the way our kids learn in Eureka. Okay. So also what I said, this is also known as a child-centric curriculum. That is what we are following.
Okay.
So
yes, that sounds quite interesting.
Yeah.
And moving at the pace of the children, I think, really helps the child.
Okay.
How important do you think are the activities for the child? You have, a lot of schools have various activities, but at Eureka, what are the activities that you follow or have as part of the curriculum throughout the year?
So you are asking how important are activities in the school curriculum, right? Actually, the activities are extremely important, right? Activities are core to our teaching methodology. Our curriculum is centered around the activities. Like our children do activities first. What I said before also, they will do the activities first and learn the theory behind those. When a child learns this way, it is hard to forget the concept. Okay? Such learning style for the life.
So, since activities are so important at Eureka, could you share some of the activities that you do for the children through the year? What days that you celebrate, or what are the activities
Yeah. So same like, the activities like all the national festivals like Independence Day, Republic Day, and Gandhi Jayanti, all those things we will celebrate, and we'll teach them importance of these days and why we are celebrating. At this age, at least they will get it something, these are the important days. It's our country's festival. That is the win. And apart from that, the regional festivals. So like, Pongal, Dasra, Diwali, all those celebrations also we are doing in our campus itself. So they will learn the different, India, in our country, we are celebrating different festival. Different people are celebrating in a different way. So they will actually, these kids will enjoy that sharing and different, even their attire, when they change their attire, they enjoy that itself.
True.
Yeah. So they will learn different culture also.
So you have these activities. Do you expect parents also to participate?
Usually will encourage the parents, but in the they even for me, I felt that no, parents are more interested to participate all those things, right? Parents are also participating in this. They will come up to me, they will come and ask, this time we are celebrating this one, right? Like that.
That's interesting. So apart from these festivals or special days that you celebrate, are there some annual events that take place in your school?
Yes. Actually, last year it was like a lockdown, and due to the COVID situation, I was not able to celebrate any sports day or annual day. This year, I am planning to do and even again, another wave is coming. I don't know what is going to happen, but right now I am planning for an annual day.
Okay. I'm sure the children and the parents would be looking forward to it.
Correct. Yes,
Yes,
definitely.
So, Miss Vidya, I would like to know that, sometimes parents have this question in their minds. They want, because today the expectations have really gone up, in terms of everything, even from their own children. They expect them to learn quite a bit in terms of even the skills. So, could you suggest that are there some things which they can help their child with, which will shape their personalities into becoming an overall personality? Can parents do something with their children to help them in order to get this kind of personality?
For my suggestion, the most important thing in early childhood for a wholesome development for the children are main is like home that is filled with love and care. That is definitely the main important part of their life. So apart from that, games and physical activity and the schools can give a lot of opportunities to learn. So main focus, I am telling the parents that they need lot of love. I know, because why I'm mentioning this one, because at this moment and all, both the parents will be working, they don't have time. First, this time I have seen most of them are busy, so children are also addicted with the gadget. So I am telling you have to give more time to their children. That is the only thing I want parents to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that goes a long way in helping the child.
Yes.
So now, they say that a team, a leader is as good as the team. So in your school at Eureka, how do you follow or what kind of a process that you follow in recruiting your teachers? Do you look at certain qualities in them? Do you look at certain qualification for them? How does it work at Eureka?
So definitely, my school is following the methodology. I said we are following Montessori methodology. So I will select those who are completed Montessori skilled person I am taking, and I'll check their. I have a one-on-one interview, face-to-face interview will be there. After that, demo section will be there. How good they are handling with the material. That is another way of conducting interview. And of course, with their, I have to check how passionate they are come to this field, not for the sake of time pass. I want they have more love to kids. They should have a caring nature. Two things. Definitely, when we talk to person, we can get that vibe, right? Whether they are interested, they are passionate about this field, or
True.
that is the main thing.
Okay, perfect. So you do look at, I'm assuming that when you're looking for a teacher, you do look at teachers who are Montessori trained. So, but apart from that, once the teachers join in, do you have some kind of an ongoing training for them, or a refresher training kind of them for the teachers?
Yes, we have that. We have yearly two section, term one, term two, one main what is that session will be there. For the training session will be there, that we will send them to the on site. They will go to the training center and they will do that. Apart from that, every month they will have a revision time will be there, that they can attend from their home. It's like online, the same people they are conducting the revision. So they will have a monthly revision session will be there. Apart from that, term two and term one and two session also will be there, that they can actually go into the center and they can feel the material and they can revise everything. But this monthly session will help them, because in actual when they are implementing the whatever theory and the implementation, that lot of difference will be there. So in day-to-day life, life, what they are facing with the children, those things they can, correct it during the monthly session.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good, because training just on a yearly basis or once in a while really doesn't help the teachers. It's good to have a refresher training.
Correct.
So, another thing that I would like to know from you is that, usually parents want that children should become or instill, have curiosity in them, wanting to know things, should be curious to know. Of course, at various times, they don't really appreciate a lot of questions, but they do want that children should have the, curiosity in their minds to know things, to ask questions. So is there a way that that curiosity can be instilled in the children?
Yeah, that's why we said, no, we have to explore it. We have to give a time to explore them. So that is what here materials are doing. So when they are exploring, when they are using their material, they can do with the same material, they can do many things. Suppose I'm giving, teaching them the colors with the blocks type of different shapes of material. So after that, and the same material, they can make, they will build a house with the material. So that their own creativity they will do. No, they will make different shape and they will show. These are like exploration. They will be very happy. You have to see their face when they are doing something different. No, what we are presenting, that they are doing and seeing things. But when they are making something different that teachers have not taught, no, you have to see their expressions. So that is that we have to give time. We have to allow them to explore things. So we should not stop them. What as a parent, what we are doing at home also same thing. When they are going to do something, we will stop them, right? So you should not do that. So we have to allow them to explore. That will increase their curiosity, that learning, all those things will develop in that age. If you are stopping, they will become dull. They will wait for. So here, what in the school also, what we are making them to do, like we make them like independent. So as a teacher, what our duty is, just assist them. That is what we are. So they are coming, they are exploring, they are finding out new things, and it's kind of different atmosphere. So same thing I am telling even whoever comes to me, I am telling the parents also, don't allow them to stop. Let them go explore it. You have to be there with, because sometimes they need explanation also. When you are saying some things, we even at school also we will say some danger things that is not so safe for the children. We will say no, but it is not like it, no, don't do it. We will say the reason also why we said like that. You have to give a proper explanation to the children. So instead of saying like you simply say no, that is not a good way to teach them.
Yeah, I agree with that. So when there's a certain methodology that you follow at Eureka in teaching the children. So now suppose there is some kind of homework that goes home, and do you expect the parents to help the child in completing the work, or the child is able to do on his own?
We have sending homework very rarely, especially when there is a long vacation and all. That is, some parents are like, they are insisting that every weekend they need homework. But we'll try whenever there is a long vacation coming, that time only we will send the homework. And for while sending the homework also, we are not telling the parents to help them. We just tell the parents whatever they are able to do, let them do. But the remaining thing, let them bring it back to school, because I said no, they are whatever they are learning with the use of material. So let them come back to school, do it again that activity, and understand what is that. Then they can do it on the paper. Instead of that, you are helping them. That won't help. They are just like, okay, mama told me to write this. This is the answer. Writing that does not help. So that is why we are telling the parents also, don't need to help the children. And my parents are very quite happy. They are saying their children are not coming and disturbing the parent. They are doing their work themselves. They are so happy with that, because we will make sure whatever they are learning, they will make it thorough. Then only we will send the homework. Otherwise, we will not send the homework book. A lot of practice will be there. So every day, whatever lessons they have learned, before going to the new lesson, they will practice. Once they do all the revision, then they will come to the new. So every day practice will be there. So they will not forget that.
That's good. And so there are children, every child actually works at his pace. So there are children who are able to move at a faster pace. There are children who may struggle and lag behind. So the children who are not able to, according to their age group, move ahead, do you have any process in place to help such children?
Yeah. So my curriculum curriculum is little advanced curriculum. So because keeping in mind like that, so whoever goes, little fast, they will not wait, no need to wait for them to, okay, mine is completed, what is next. So it's like a advanced curriculum. So even I am telling the parents also, after seeing my books and all, no need to panic, because this is made for the all type of children. So whatever your child is learning, that should be thorough. That is the only thing that you have to focus. If you see my children from the LKG, if they pass out from the LKG and go to grade 1, still my children will be ahead compared to the other school curriculum. So that's what I am telling you. So our curriculum is made up in that level. It is little advanced, but of course the children can do it with the help of material.
So now, if there are children, when suppose a child gets admitted in your school and parent does not really communicate to you about any special need that the child may have, and over a period of 2-3 months you realize that child needs help, maybe child may have a learning difficulty or may have any other issue. So do you have some system in place to deal with such children or children with such needs?
So right now, first, I think what you said correct. First 1 month is like a assessing time for us. So we will assess each child. Like there are different difficulties will be there, like a behavior, learning difficulty, so and sensorial problems. So different problems will be there. So we will analyze that and we will inform the parent. And at home also, how we will check. Some children suddenly they will separate from the family and coming to the new environment, they will be like behave in a different way that we don't know. So we will discuss these problems with the parent first. So if at home also they are also notice these are the things, then we'll definitely encourage the parents to find out some therapy session or whoever can help them. So at my school, I don't have a practitioner or a therapist, right? So I will always advise the parent to find some correct place.
That's fair enough, yeah. So another question that is predominantly on the minds of parents, especially in today's scenario, is to do with safety. So that's the first thing, one of the questions that parents ask during the time of admission, that what are the safety norms that you have at school? So if you could throw some light on that what are the safety norms that you have at Eureka?
The main thing the parents are asking me, the first thing is like CCTV. So yes, definitely I have a 24/7 CCTV surveillance will be there. And the second thing is like a child-friendly material and furniture. So as I said, mine is a activity-based. So lot of materials are there. So all the materials are child-friendly. And the furniture, we have table, chair, everything is there, all like child-friendly materials. And next thing is it's like a sanitized spaces, because every day, morning and after school, we will clean it. And weekend we will use now fogging we used to do. And of course the staff are vaccinated, and the stairs, everything we have covered with the fence, because mine is like a duplex kind of building, so it has all that fence we have put it, because child can do, right, they will be between the railings and avoiding that, we put the fence. I have covered everything.
Yes, yeah. Absolutely. So I'm sure that when a child wants to use the restroom, etc., you do have a process in place. So if you could tell us something about that.
Restroom, like for each class, one maid will be there, so to attend all the time. So if children wants, they can go with Aya. Always somebody will be there. That maid will be there with each class. So the children will not go alone to the washroom. So she will be there all the time.
So tell me, what actually inspired you to come into this field and become an educator?
Yeah, so actually, I said I did my B.Ed and all, and having worked in some of the best schools in Bangalore and observing how education is imparted to kids, I got opportunity to see the shortcomings in our education firsthand, especially in India, where we still follow the centuries old education system established by the British. The British wanted the clerks, not the scientists or creators or investors or thinkers right? So they established a education that produced the clerk that worked well for them. But this is no good for a free India now that want out of the box thinkers and visionary leaders, right? Education policy need to change. So right now I'm glad that it is finally happening. So you must have seen the recent changes in national education policy passed by our parliament. But as you know, policy change is just the first step. The implementation of it is the next big one. And yeah, and that's going to take time for everyone to embrace and adopt, right? Same. I realized a couple of years ago that I must bring this kind of change in education in the most formative stages of brain development in children, that which is between the age group of 1.5 to 6 years. A strong building needs a strong foundation, right?
True.
The same way a strong human in future needs a strong education, and hence the Eureka Prep School and Daycare was born with a center in Kartik Nagar, Marathahalli. I see this a tremendous opportunity and a great responsibility to shape our kids and prepare them for the future. I've been operational for nearly 2 years now, and I am proud to see our kids grow and learn at a pace that surprises me too, actually.
So
So
what,
I have,
yeah,
yeah.
so I mean, what made you come up with the name Eureka?
No, it's the same. Like I said, no, I am also. I don't want the old method. Like they have to sit and no, just listen to the teachers and get something. So that's beginning. Also, I said the children has to explore and they have to come up with their own eureka moment, right? They have to find out something new. So that's the way I thought. Okay, Eureka will be best for my school. Because that is the moment I want from the children, right? They have to explore instead of the teachers are giving them. No, I don't want that. They have to find out and come up with the Eureka.
Great.
Yeah.
So what are your plans for the future for the school?
Yeah, the same. I said the same. I want my children who comes or who pass out from my school, they have to be good thinkers, good. They have to become a scientist. I don't want the children to be like mug up something and work their own or work under someone. No, they have to think out of the box and they have to come up with different ideas. We have to make a lot of thinkers, scientists, researchers. No, that is what I'm looking for. Not the same like
Yes.
I don't want. Yeah.
That's a great thought. But do you plan to expand to higher grades in the future, or you just want to remain till the preschool?
Sure. I want to expand in future also. So now with the new policy, we can extend till grade 2. So slowly I am planning to expand, like from coming year onwards. I'm planning to.
Oh, that's great. Because usually after the preschool, parents find it a struggle to get into, get their children into grade 1 in a big school. So that would be great if you plan to extend up to grade 1 or 2. That would be nice. So great hearing from you. Now, before we wind up, I would just like to know from you that although you've just onboarded on Skoolz, but a little feedback on our platform of Skoolz. How has your experience been so far?
Yeah, actually, I felt that school is a great partner to have for an educator, because while I am a good at teaching, but I need help, creating awareness about my school in the neighborhood, because I am in that part. Actually, I'm a shy guy, but in teaching, I can handle no problem. So here, that gap is there. In this case, my case, this is a gap that schools can fill. So this is my first year of partnership with schools, and I'm truly excited about the future. I hope we work together for years to come.
Absolutely. And it was such a pleasure talking to you, Miss Vidya. And with the thoughts that you have and the vision that you have, I'm sure that the school, along with the children, are going to really go a long way. And we pray that your school really touches the pinnacles of success and that Eureka becomes a household name in no time. So wishing you all the very best. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to have you with us again. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So much.
Thank you.
Thank you.